The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Houston Texans. So here come the Lions now.
At their own 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And that's complete to Jesse James. And he's brought down after a very nice game. The end result, 21 yards.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, Stafford, and nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Stafford able to find Hockenson for a Lion first down. Now it's Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. He'll get this one to Galladay. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Here's Swift. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And now out comes Houston. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Now some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, it's Johnson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He may try and run for this. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Watson trying to get his guys moving. To try again after the sack. Watson, that's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to loft one deep, and this is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kiki QT, 36 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down.
Nice little juke. Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
This will make it into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He'll start with a handoff to Johnson.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Again, it's Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
They can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return, and the Lions will take over. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they do.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back now at Ford Field. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. On first down, Stafford here. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
This will be caught just inside the 10. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Throwing is Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So the pass goes out of bounds, but he was not outside of the tackle box when he threw that. He's got to be careful.
You and I both know if it's even close, they're going to give it to the quarterback. They don't want to throw that flag unnecessarily. So if you're just in the area, you're going to be okay.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And it is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Danny Amendola there to make the grab. And the Lions have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Prater on to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
That's the score. Lions 14, Texans 7.
kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Watson and the Texans now down 14-7. 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Watson. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Swift. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Swift. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Stafford now to throw. It is incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st down.
Watson trying to get his guys moving. Watson. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Well, he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Now Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells, but it's going to be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Watson now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.